Hey y'all, GreGor here with another deck guide. I wanted to get something out for Ajax because I love Affliction style decks. The deck that I came up with, I decided to name Toxicity because I'm a System of a Down fan and I just have good music taste. So this is what we ended up coming up with. It changed a lot based off of the first one. Originally, it was a Sarah kind of magic style onslaught deck, but that really wasn't working. So I tried some different synergies. And what I did find was that a Clog junk style Ajax kind of combo deck worked really well that synergizes Mojo, White Widow, a bunch of different cards that you can use in combination to get very good results. Give it a try, let me know what you think, and also feel free to make some changes to it and let me know what works. It's still very much a work in progress. But thank you all for watching the video. If you like the video, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help with the algorithm. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Enjoy the video. All right, so I did make a slight change to the original Toxicity, which I found was a very good change. I was like, why do I keep losing in the mirror matchup? And the answer to that question was Luke Cage. So Toxicity runs Nebula, Grandmaster, Hazmat, Mojo, White Widow, Mystique, Debris, Luke Cage, Absorbing Man, Annihilus, Ajax, and Mockingbird. I originally had Rogue in the Luke Cage's spot. I also tried Viper in the Mockingbird slot, but I like the Mockingbird more because you can get her for fairly cheap, even with the change. You can get Debris off more than once. You basically guarantee that you get Mockingbird for basically nothing. So you have Nebula on 1 preferably. Then on 2, you would want to either Mojo or White Widow. On 3, you would want to do a Debris or Grandmaster the White Widow. You could also do Luke Cage, but getting Luke Cage out early can be potentially dangerous because they could rogue it away or Red Guardian. So I would go for Debris if you have the Debris in hand. On 4, you would either do Absorbing Man to copy the Debris or White Widow, depending on what you did before, or you could do some combination. You could do like a Grandmaster Hazmat just to get that out early if you had the Debris go off on 3. That way you have Annihilus to play on 5. You could also, if you have a lane shutdown, you play Ajax on turn 5, and then you go into Mystique Hazmat once the rocks are already out. And if you have Luke Cage, you're basically safe. You just get pure value out of that. There are a lot of different ways that you could win with this deck. It's super toxic. It's super fun. It's a very good time. I won't say it's the most competitive deck in the world, but it's just a good time. You will make your opponents rage for sure. Okay, this is looking better. Also awesome for us. Okay, multiple Mojos. Let's go. Okay. Which means we can get Mockingbird out fairly early here. We also have the Annihilus play that we could do. I mean, if I do Debris here, I can Hazmat Annihilus and clog every lane. Also, Mockingbird will be absolutely free here. Fantastic. So from here, let me do that, and then we just Annihilus last turn. I'm snapping on this. I'm being diabolical here. Speaking of diabolical, did y'all watch the last episode of The Boys? Dropped yesterday. Okay, what's your play, my guy? Sage. Killmonger. I've been really enjoying, yeah, the new season. We still have the Hazmat. We still have the White Widow. Double White Widows here. Another one. And we still have a lot of stuff that we can do. Because I'm going to be a bad person here, let's do Absman, the White Widow, and we have Mockingbird as well. We're still going for the Clog play. Oh, you are... That's not the move, my guy. 2 reasons. Because I have Absorbing Man. And if they fill that lane, and they're clogged. And then Annihilus, and then Mockingbird, and thank you for playing. And you are now clogged in that lane. Thank you for playing. Thank you for the 8 cubes. This is my toxic deck. So the key to this deck I found was to add Luke Cage. Luke Cage is what allows you to win the mirrors. So I like White Widow into Quantum Tunnel. I also like Debris into Quantum Tunnel. Uninstalls the game. Phone gets thrown into orbit. They're playing Arasham. I still think White Widow here is the right play. Also, more bodies to hit for Hazmat, which is kind of the thing. We basically create a lot of token cards for them that we can hit with Hazmat. Yep. Luke and Ajax, your last 2 cards to hide. Yep. So the way that I try to do it is the perfect playline would be Ajax on 5. Maybe you had Luke out already. So you would do Ajax on 5, Mystique on 6 into Hazmat. Okay, we can do Debris. I think I like the Debris play here more than like Debris Grandmaster. Or we could, you know, let's go for the Clog. Let's go for the Clog here. And then we do this. And then we do this. And then we do Mystique. Oh, this is looking so good for us. This is literally the play line that I was talking about. Don't care that they got that. Cool. That's another spot for us to fill so they get completely clogged. That's awesome. Because clogged. Hazmat. Grandmaster doesn't hit anybody, doesn't need to hit anybody. Because we Ajax here. And then we just Mystique and we win. We Mystique and we Mojo. Doesn't make any difference. Actually, the Mockingbird's even better. Why'd you stay? Why would you stay? That's okay. That's exactly how you want to play this deck. So what does Ajax do? Victory. Why would I guess I respect that they just wanted to see what happened. So Ajax does this. Ongoing +1 power for each card in play afflicted with negative power. So basically, because we hazmatted and all of these cards went negative, he gets +1 point. So he is an ongoing card, which is why I Ajaxed into Mystique. So I essentially have 2 Ajaxes right now. So he plays similar to the way that you had the package with Annihilus. You had Annihilus, you had Hood, and you had, who is the other one I'm missing? Sentry. Those were the 3 that you had for like a win condition. The way that Ajax works is you really only need Ajax and Hazmat and arguably Luke Cage as well. Because if you're up against a mirror, Luke Cage is what lets you win the mirror match when you're playing against another Ajax card. A really good idea. I might do that. So Nebula. Okay, we have another Mystique. My girl. Pusher, welcome on in. How you doing, homie? I don't know if I have any mods, but if I have any mods, you can get a shot for Pusher. Thank you. Why is their name a bunch of, I don't know what symbols those are. I don't know if that's kanji or whatever. But why does it say mute at the end of it? I don't know what that means. What does that possibly mean? Homie, I hope you're having a very good weekend. It's good to see you. I guess start of your weekend. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Black Swan. Bot of some sort? There's no bots in Infinite that I'm aware of. You lose bots once you hit Infinite. Love to hear that. Yes, this is my list. This is my Hazmat. Actually, let's get Mockingbird down now. Negative zone will keep them within getting Shang-Chi range. Yes, this is my Toxicity deck. Good. Yes, give me more hazmat. They're playing right into my hand at this point. Listen, it does pretty well. I'm going to be honest. Okay, so I think I Mojo here. Well, let's Mojo over here. And then let's Annihilus. And then we can drop the Luke Cage. Because they're really playing on the fact that they have hazmat. Yep. Yep, they are absolutely playing Ajax in this list. Yeah, I will send you the squirrel. And then we drop Luke Cage and we just say thank you for playing, basically. You know what? I'm going to snap on him. We're going to do it. We're snapping. Hey, I appreciate that. I spend a lot of time on them. Canva. I do it all in Canva. It's all you need. Don't pay for Photoshop. There's the Ajax. So they're going to lose half of that Ajax value. Boom. When we drop the Luke Cage. So we're winning that lane. We're going to get a buff. So I'm going to Luke Cage. Do I hit them with another one? Is the question. I can show you how to do it. It's not super difficult. And then hazmat. They might mystique afterwards. No, they can't mystique. No, I think we just win with that. Seriously, DMs are open, friend. Boom. Yep. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do a single thing. That's why we have Luke Cage in this list for the mirror matchup. Which is why I would often lose the mirror matchup. But since putting Luke Cage in this, that's all you need. I didn't play the Ajax line. Instead, I just did my boy. So he lose half of that Ajax value when we did that, and we still hit him with hazmat. Y'all in the EST, so it is like almost 1 a.m. your times? It's almost 1 a.m. your time. Please get some food. Okay, so yours is only like 2 hours off. Yep, so we're getting close to 1 a.m. y'all's time. It is Friday, though, so y'all do whatever you want. Y'all's as adults. What I could do, we do White Widow here. Go for the Clog. You're right, it is Saturday. I'm sorry, it is Saturday your time. It's Friday where I'm at. It's still Friday here. Times are weird, dude. We can also drop the debris on them. Let's do debris here. So that's good for them. Universal, back to Pangea. Everybody on the same time zone. Pangea, we're bringing it back, y'all. Grandmaster. Then we drop the hazmat, right? Who we hitting? We hit the debris for that sweet, sweet Clog. Which means we probably win left. Luke Cage would be very clutch here. Luke Cage would allow us to win the mirror here. We could just Luke Cage right. So Mojo wins there. Show me Luke Cage. Man thing. I mean, at this point, you're just feeding my other cards, right?
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Was that you? I'm Journeyer on Snap. I've lurked on mobile a bit and watch your YouTube stuff occasionally, but never followed on here. No worries. GG's. Hell yeah. Did I just play you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We win with Ajax, right? 29, they're not beating that. Why are they staying? We also have Ajax. The Ajax on Ajax action. Well, welcome on in. And then we're going to go right into our friend Nick the Greek Geek, who is going to be handling the AM portion of the Power On Raidathon that we're doing. I do like the debris at Camertage, though. Ooh, I really like that. Because we clog. Good. Hey, Mayday, hello. I'm doing fantastic. We are doing our portion of the Raidathon for Power On Gaming. How are you doing? Can we get a shout out? A shout out for Mayday? Please and thank you if I have a mod in chat. I think we keep secret the fact that we have Luke Cage. Or, you know what? Do we go full clog on them? No, we don't go full clog on them. That would be bad. That would be very bad. But what we could do is we could... Still sick? I'm sorry to hear that, friend. Let's Mockingbird here so they don't know that we have it, and then Hazmat. And we have Luke Cage. I think we snap on this. I think we have snap conditions unless they have Luke Cage. Y'all, if you're not doing so, make sure you go follow Mayday. Yep. Okay. That's fine. I don't even care about the Widow's Bites because the thing is, I have a plan for this. So I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to Absorbing Man that. And then we just Luke Cage and Mojo because they're probably going to fill, right? Absolutely. We always hype up our wonderful Snap friends. And you all should go follow Mayday. She is wonderful. Immaculate vibes and all the Marvel Snap lore that you could want. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. More farts. They're still at 29. So they could put something potentially really big. We do have Mockingbird waiting though. All of them. And honestly, this is going to flip back to normal because they're negative right now. So let's Luke Cage. Let's Mojo. Let's Nebula. They're clogged on this side either way. Demon. We win there. Doesn't matter. Because Mockingbird and Mojo. Let's go. I told you we had it.
Victory.
I knew we had it. Even with the Alioth that they had. Luke Cage coming in. Luke Cage is often the reason that we win these. Luke Cage was the missing element of making this deck legitimately good. I'm going to work on getting the deck guide out hopefully this weekend. I'll edit it tomorrow. I like rocks because that's more targets for us to hit with Hazmat. Also just more rocks. So we can do Debris into Absorbing Man. Debris. Then we Absorbing Man. Clog is a big part of this. Ajax feels pretty decent. He is not the primary win condition for this deck. This is a combination of Affliction as well as a Clog deck. But what you could do if you get the right play line is Ajax on 5. Ooh, good. Good. Keep feeding. They're now clogged. And there's our Luke Cage, which is wonderful. And actually, so this is an example of me I'll just be able to beat them. And if they do end up playing Ajax, we just stop half of their growth with Luke Cage. So we can drop Luke Cage Mojo next turn. New icon slaps. The one up here, the Ajax one. So this is where we take out half of their. So I drop Luke Cage, I drop Mojo, and that's like half of their. Ajax is only at 11 now. Is my stream icon different? Maybe. If it is, cool. What's up, Frozen Queso? Welcome on in. How you doing? Also, good. It's Friday or Saturday where you're at. You have reasons to be inebriated. It's the best time for that. Luke Cage, Mojo, and you fill it so I get the plus. Cyclops, rock, rock. That is the dub. Luke Cage again.
Victory.
Lord of the Rings. It's on that scale for me. Like, it is absolutely fantastic. And the politics and morality issues they get into, it is so good. I love One Piece. Yes, and Oda was very, very involved with the live action One Piece. I hope that they can keep it the same way for the next season. You watch the extended edition with her. You have to make sure that you tell her this is the ultimate dating experience, is telling them when Viggo Mortensen kicks the helmet and he's like, he actually broke his toe kicking his, and that's a real scream when he does that. That's part of the experience. All right. It's very important. You have to nerd out about those things. I thought John Cho was a great Spike in Cowboy Bebop and deserves more time with the character. I never watched the Cowboy Bebop. Did you enjoy it? I love Cowboy Bebop as an intro to anime for people because it's so short and it's so good. And the intro, God, the intro of Cowboy Bebop is very, very catchy. Tell her I say hello, okay? Let's do Absorbing Man. We could do Hazmat into Blink next turn. This is actually kind of disgusting. But I feel like Lord of the Rings is definitely one of those things you need to experience. Like, I will still spend a weekend watching all of the extended Lord of the Rings. Bebop just cements how good Yoko Kanno is with music. Yes. So, okay, hold on. We want to do this the correct way, which is to do Mockingbird, Hazmat, and then we drop the Blink, which guarantees we hit Annihilus. My wife came with me to see Two Towers Extended ever since she's loved Lord of the Rings. That's how I knew she loved me. That's so cute. No, Lord of the Rings is incredible. Amazing storytelling. So I'm going to snap on this because when we blink, we're going to blink out the Hazmat and we're almost guaranteed to either hit Annihilus or one of the other ones. Hopefully Annihilus. Let's go! That's what I wanted. That's what I was waiting for, baby! Hell yeah! That's what I want to see. They are absolutely clogged. There is no way that they win this. And then we take out half of them. So we could do, which is disgusting, we can Ajax and we can Luke Cage. So, boom. And that cuts off half of Ajax's power. Why'd they stay? Why'd they stay? Did you watch Blue Eye Samurai? I'm not a big anime watcher, but really, it was very good. On Netflix, I super enjoyed it. To see you. Okay, this guy seems cool. Oh, it's Uncle Baby Billy. I know Uncle Baby Billy. Do we have any, what is it called? The something jewels? The righteous jewels? What's his name? Waltin Goggins. Waltin Goggins, a wonderful actor who played the sexy, freaking ghoul in The Righteous Gemstones. Thank you. I think I was kind of close to that, maybe. So let's get the Luke Cage out now. I love Waltin Goggins. I really loved him as the ghoul in the Fallout series. The Fallout series was also not what I was expecting. I did not expect it to be good. It was incredibly good. Like, they nailed it. It was so good. And they're leading it up to go into Fallout New Vegas. I'm hyped. I'm out of snoozes for the ad break, so ad's about to start. I apologize. They get another Loki? If y'all have your Prime, you can use your Prime so you don't get them annoying ads. Maybe we can finish this in time. So I still have the option to do the Hazmat play. Probably save it for last. So we do Ajax. Maybe Mystique Hazmat is like the way I like to end this. Love Walton in Justified. I haven't seen that one. I also know that he plays a trans person in, what is it called? The one about bikers. Well, systems go. Our Ajax doesn't really get value there, but that's okay because I can still drop a Mojo and a Mockingbird. Sons of Anarchy, yes. Thank you. Y'all are the missing brain cells that my ADHD, like the synapse, is missing the full thing to. So they have to guess to see where we're going to play our play. Uncle Baby Billy. And we win. Let's go. The Mojo. People don't expect the Mojo. They don't.
Victory.
Maybe go for the clog. Just nice as we keep prio here. Like, bam. Mm-hmm. Zabu. Got some bad news for you. I still keep prio here. I think that's our play. Nice. So that fills all the way up. And the casserole.
Victory.
Nebula on 1. Feels pretty good to get this out now. Guaranteed to hit the debris. Then we hazmat. We have the loot cage ready to go as well. Mm-hmm. Potentially the bait and switch. Hey, let's go. Thank you all for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the different games and play lines that we had in here. If you liked it and you haven't yet, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. Helps out a ton. It took me a couple days to make this, as you can see from the different shirts. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. I have another deck guide I want to put out for a Gwenpool hand buff deck, as well as a Thanos Lockjaw deck with the new OTA stuff. So just keep your ears peeled for some stuff. I will post on Twitter and on YouTube. Take care of yourself. Remember to eat food, drink water, take your meds, and get enough sleep, and that the world is better with you in it. Until next time, friends.